Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another beat breakdown where I am breaking down beats that are already out in the world. You can already go listen to them, and today is a very special one because this just came out yesterday. And a very special happy birthday to the artist, my man Wessie, and his new track, Silk.
I'ma lay down some silk for you. Yeah, I'ma lay down some silk for you.
Let's dive into the Logic Project, baby. Okay, here we are inside the Logic Project, and the elements of this beat are a kalimba, keys, there's an arpeggiator, trap bass, a bell, kick, snare, hi-hat, claps, and a ride. And we do have one tiny little ludicrous sample, but it's not technically part of the beat, it's just for the song. So the first thing we have going on is this kalimba, and it's actually, let me grab it. It's actually this thing right here that I got one year for Christmas. Shout out to my mom. What I did was I sampled it in and built it into its own sampler instrument. I very often use it as the bass for a lot of my synths, especially my plucked synths and things like that. That's what this main instrument is happening at the very beginning and throughout the track. And that sounds like this. Lots of echo on it, we have some reverb on it, and I messed with the attack and the decay of the actual sample. So it sounds a little softer, a little wavier. The second thing happening in this beat are those keys. And this is Lounge Lizard, like I've used very often. A big high cut happening from the very beginning, so we get this effect. Which are the same keys as we're going to hear eventually throughout the song that sound like this. So pretty. We're going to skip over this arpeggiator for the bridge right now because that is just in the bridge. Like every song has a kick. And paired with it, Logic's trap bass that I have gone through and done some customizing to, so it sounds like this. Then we have this bell, which is a sort of percussive element. At least I labeled it bell. We'll see what it actually is. It's more of a little finger cymbals that has a pretty dramatic EQ on it, a tape delay, some crazy reverb, and that's only happening at the very end of every phrase. So you hear it just isolated on its own, such a fun little sound. Then we have our snare, classic snare with a little reverb. Super, super dope. We have this hi-hat here, which has a filter on it, which is Filter Freak. You can hear that just a little bit of that filter is coming through. I have the mix pretty low. That way you have a lot of the main hi-hat sound, but we still get a little bit of that. It's honestly just using a big bypass filter. You can also just do it with an EQ, but it's obviously easier, especially if you're going to have it going every bar or every 2 bars to use an actual filter plugin. And we have our claps. Yes. So altogether, the beat sounds like this. Kalimba going. It really feels like a synth because we've removed all the attack. So instead of that hard attack, we get that whoop, whoop, which is very nice. And let's check out that arpeggiator for the bridge. Y'all already know I like to build my own arpeggiators, and that's what we have going on here in the bridge. I usually take my same kalimba, mess with the attack, mess with the decay, add lots of delay, add lots of reverb, and make it sound like its own synth arpeggiator. Just so much more fun to build my own. It's an instrument that I know no one else has. I'm the only one that has it because I built it, and unless I gave it to them, how you get my stuff? The bridge, we add a little more reverb to the claps and to the snare, so we end up sounding like this. So good, so good. That is it. Make sure you go check out Wessie's new single. It's available here. And subscribe so you never miss a beat.
For you. Yeah, I'ma lay down some silk for you. some. I'ma lay down